Fishy Witch became the brand's first new permanent menu item. Croc got rocked. This decade also saw the 1964 introduction of the McDouble hamburger, which only lasted until 1967 when it was pulled from the menu for the next 30 years. McDonald's also tried to fight off the fast food market gains made by the rapidly growing Arby's by, in 1968, releasing a roast beef sandwich of their own. Even though this new sandwich sold well, its creation required every McDonald's location to purchase costly new meat slicers, an extra expense that made the roast beef sandwich a short-lived clapback to the big brown hat. Still, the 1960s had one more trick up its sleeve for the burgeoning McDonald's empire. In 1967, McDonald's franchisee Jim Delegati made the world's first Big Mac cheeseburgers, and he sold them at his Uniontown, Pennsylvania location for 45 cents a pop. The Big Mac proved such a hit that, by the very next year, Delegati's creation got its national rollout, making the Keystone state-created Big Mac a keystone of the McDonald's franchise. The 1970s kicked off with California franchisee Al Bernardin's 1971 invention of the Quarter Pounder with cheese. Apparently, Bernardin thought that McDonald's other menu options were too bready, and he wanted a burger that put meat front and center. This heroic meat-forward option was so successful that in 1973, the Quarter Pounder was added to the national menu. Meanwhile, in 1972, another California franchisee, Herb Peterson, was set to make an even bigger splash in response to the demands of his early rising customers. That year, Peterson's invention, a little thing called the Egg McMuffin, entered test markets at 63 cents a sandwich. It spent 3 years coming and going from select locations before finally getting its own national release in 1975. And just 2 years later, McDonald's launched its first ever breakfast menu. This original menu, while keeping the Egg McMuffin front and center, featured hotcakes, scrambled eggs, sausage, hash browns, and danishes. That same year, Guatemala franchisee Yolanda Fernandez de Cofino began to make the company's first ever children's menu. While Fernandez de Cofino's original Menu Ronald featured a burger, a small fry, and a sundae, its first U.S. iteration, which launched nationally in 1979, also contained Keebler cookies, a Cracker Jack surprise toy, and a soda instead of a sundae. Still, not all was groovy in 1970s McDonaldland. For a brief time, McDonald's sold the short-lived onion nugget and the reviled chopped beef steak sandwich, along with the McPizza, which would come and go from the menu like the dad in that Cats in the Cradle song. In the late 1970s, after the U.S. saw a nationwide decline in beef sales, McDonald's brought on famed chef Rene Arend to spice up their menu with some beefless alternatives. And one of Arend's first major contributions to the McDonald's menu was the ever-luxurious McRib. The McRib lasted from 1981 to 1985 before disappearing